Well, actually, my sister said she wants to have a barbecue. How about coming along? Risa, why don't you join us? I can entertain you way better than a gloomy guy like him.
No, thank you. I don't want to eat with someone who badmouths others.
Good work today, Mizuki. Sales were tough today, probably because of the rain. A messy sales floor takes time for customers to choose products. We need to make sure the part-timers strictly maintain the display. Our main target, office workers, hate wasting their brain power on their way home. My name is Kaoru Mizuki. I'm a 27-year-old working as the chief of the deli section at a supermarket. And this baby-faced handsome guy is my junior and the assistant chief, Ren Azuma. He might not look it, but he's a fully grown 25-year-old. Also, call me chief at work. Exactly 8:30 p.m. You don't have to call me chief anymore. I have my own rules as a professional. That is to leave the office by 8:30 p.m. no matter what, and never bring work into my private life. If anything disturbs my work-life balance, be it the company or the government, I am fully prepared to fight it. You're punctual as always, haha. Alright, Mizuki. Actually, there's something I want to talk to you about. What is it? I'm in a hurry, so if you have something to say, make it quick. I have an important mission to sleep in time for the golden hours between midnight and 2 a.m. Ren stopped me as I was about to head home. He looked a bit nervous, which was unusual for him. Well, actually, my sister said she wants to have a barbecue. How about coming along? Well then, see you. Ah, wait, Mizuki. I'd rather go alone than with complete strangers. I've never heard of a solo barbecue. Besides, my sister says she actually knows you. What? I couldn't just ignore that. I looked down at Ren, who was clinging to my leg. I ended up coming after all. This weekend, Ren, his sister, and I were meeting up at a station in Tokyo. I started calling Ren by his first name because it'd be confusing to call both siblings by their last name. I wasn't eager to go at all, but after hearing what he said, I couldn't help but be curious. Ah, Mizuki, over here, over here. When I looked towards the voice, I saw Ren and a strong-willed looking woman who seemed to be his sister. By the way, whenever I asked about his sister, he just kept saying, "Wait until you meet her," so I hadn't even seen a picture. Come on, say hi to Mizuki. Sis, you look so scary when you're nervous.
I'm not nervous at all. It's been a while. Thank you for what you did back then. Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Ren's sister, Risa Azuma.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kaoru Mizuki. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Yes, take care. Wait, hey! Why are you trying to leave?
What do you mean? We're done with the greetings. I came because you said we knew each other, but I don't remember you. Meaning there's no reason for me to receive your thanks. You two siblings have fun.
You...
Mizuki, didn't the store manager tell you last week to communicate more with your coworkers? Might this affect your next evaluation? It'd be a waste to go home after coming all this way. I guess I have no choice but to go. Weighing the risk of going to a barbecue with strangers against the risk of my evaluation dropping, there was no room for hesitation. I need to raise my salary, deposit as much as possible into Lovekoi, and achieve fire within 20 years. I can't let this plan go off the rails. Sis, I like Mizuki because he's an interesting guy, but are you sure about this?
Well, I kind of expected him not to remember me, though I didn't think he'd be this much of a weirdo. Besides, I'm not really thinking about anything like that yet.
Wow, nature is amazing here. The air is so fresh.
Yeah, it really is. You kind of forget when you live in Tokyo, but we can come to a place like this in about an hour.
We had come to a certain village famous for barbecue in Ren's car. By the way, since Risa and I are the same age, we naturally started talking casually. Come to think of it, you two are from Tokyo. I used to live in a pretty rural part of my hometown, Gifu. It actually feels nostalgic to me. I used to admire Tokyo when I was little, but now I find it much more relaxing here.
So even you had a time like that. But you might be right. Maybe truly enjoying Tokyo is a privilege of students.
Alright, let's put our bags down around here. By the way, do you two have any experience with barbecue? I've done it a few times in high school and college.
I have almost none. I didn't have a lot of friends during my student days. But we're having one at work soon, so I want to get used to it. I've done my research, so let me do whatever I can.
I see. So you wanted to do this as practice. I still don't know why I was invited, though. In the end, Risa still wouldn't tell me where we met. She said she's expecting me to remember by the end of the day. The wind is blowing this way. Ren, set up the grill over there. Once the setup is done, I'll start the fire. Risa, can I ask you to chop the vegetables?
Sure, got it.
What's wrong? If you're feeling unsure about anything...
No, it's fine. I was just a little surprised by your efficiency and precise instructions.
It's nothing special. I left all the prep work to you, after all. I appreciate it. Risa handled all the preparations, setting the schedule, picking the spot, and checking for allergies. She works in the sales management department of a top-tier hotel that everyone in Japan knows. It really shows how she works on a daily basis. I should at least score some points here, right?
True. Then I'll reward our leader with some delicious food.
With all the preparations safely out of the way, we started our barbecue. But... Risa, that's already burning.
Ah! Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's just the edges, so it's fine. Keep a closer eye on the color next time. Also, the way you cut the onions is a bit too wild. Risa's cooking skills were more disastrous than I had imagined. We couldn't do anything about the already chopped vegetables, but Ren and I took over the grilling. Despite these little mishaps, we were enjoying our barbecue, when... Oh, is that Risa? What a coincidence running into you here. Hearing that frivolous voice, I looked over and saw a group of 3 walking toward us. At the center was a guy with brightly dyed hair and a dark tan, looking exactly like a typical playboy. To be frank, he's exactly the type I despise. Risa, who is he?
A coworker? I never thought I'd see him here of all places.
Oh, are these two with you? Hi, I'm Risa's coworker, Kodai Miyamai. Nice to meet you. I'm Risa's brother, Ren Azuma. I'm Kaoru Mizuki. As we introduced ourselves, Kodai narrowed his eyes, sizing me and Ren up. Wow, as expected of Risa's brother. Ren is really handsome, but isn't the other guy a bit out of place? With such a pale, scrawny body, you lack any real masculinity, right? Risa, why don't you join us? I can entertain you way better than a gloomy guy like him.
No, thank you. I don't want to eat with someone who badmouths others.
Ooh, scary. Huh, it was just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Well, I guess we'll get going. Kodai, was it? Oh, what? Did I hurt your feelings? No, but there's a few things I'd like to tell you. It seems you guys are quite obsessed with getting tanned and working out, but... Repeated tanning accelerates wrinkles and sagging. Not only that, but it's been pointed out that it increases the risk of skin cancer. Wait, It also accumulates damage in your eyes, greatly raising the risk of cataracts. And as for muscles, forcing them to bulk up is questionable. If you rush the weight and reps, the strengthening of joints and ligaments can't catch up, leading to a risk of injury and inflammation from overload.
Wait! Maybe I should go get my hoodie from the tent.
I'm just gonna adjust my workout frequency. My brother's friend is a personal trainer, so I'll ask him for advice.
Hey, why are you guys letting him talk you down? Ugh, let's just go. That's Mizuki for ya. Let's throw some salt so they don't come back. After yelling at his friends, Kodai stomped away. I can't eat another bite. Ren got sleepy after eating, and was happily snoring away, so we let him have the tent while Risa and I took a walk in nature. Good grief, he really is a happy-go-lucky guy.
He's always been able to fall asleep instantly. Honestly, I'm a little jealous.
Are you different? Is it raining? As we walked through the rough footing of the woods, the sky suddenly changed. Caught in the sudden rain, we ran under the roof of a nearby abandoned house. Looks like it won't stop for a while. Come to think of it, it was raining like this the first day we met.
You remembered? Then you should have said so from the beginning.
Objectively speaking, my memory isn't bad. I had just forgotten it because it was unnecessary information. To paraphrase, even Sherlock Holmes said this in A Study in Scarlet. A person's brain is like an untidy room. If you fill it with useless knowledge and memories, you'll soon be unable to retrieve what's important.
You don't have any friends, do you?
Not to brag, but I have absolutely none.
Don't say that with such a proud face.
That was about 3 months ago. I had borrowed 3 books from the library when I got caught in a sudden shower and took shelter at a nearby shopping complex. By the way, I highly recommend fully utilizing tax-funded libraries and city parks.
Ugh, this is the worst. Why did it have to rain at a time like this? Analyzing the sales reports, next month's proposal. There probably aren't any cafes open late around here, right?
That's when she sat down next to me, not even trying to hide her frustration.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just have a lot of work piled up. I showed you an embarrassing side of me.
No, don't worry about it. Please, take my umbrella if you'd like.
Huh? But you're taking shelter from the rain too. If you have an umbrella, why aren't you using it?
I'm enjoying this time, listening to the sound of the rain, looking at things I'd usually miss. For example, the lovely flowers in the flower bed that we usually overlook. Someone grew those little flowers for someone else. Isn't it a waste not to revel in a moment like this? It's a wonderfully meaningful hobby that costs absolutely nothing.
I suppose so.
Anyway, you're in a hurry and I'm not. And by helping you, I can feel a sense of contribution to others. It's not a bad deal for either of us, right?
You make it sound like a transaction.
After that, she seemed to change her mind and said she'd stay there too. But since I prefer to enjoy that time alone, I decided to just head home.
At that time, I thought you were truly a total weirdo. But at the same time, it was an eye-opener. I realized there was a way to look at things like that. I thought maybe I was just rushing through life. It might be a useless memory to you, but it's precious to me. So when I heard my brother had an interesting senior at work, and realized it was you, I wanted to see you. Plus, since you were so polite as to leave your umbrella and go home soaking wet, I wanted to return it, right?
Risa's words melted into my heart as naturally as the morning dew. It was a strange, ticklish feeling that I hadn't felt in a long time. To me right now, the memory with you is not useless.
Huh?
I hate having my daily routine disturbed by others. Honestly, I find matching schedules to do things with people a hassle. But I'm a human too. Degrees may vary, but no one is completely fine with utter loneliness. The time I spend with you and Ren isn't so bad. Memories with friends are precious after all.
Just hearing you say that makes me glad I invited you today.
A clear, refreshing breeze, like fresh green grass, swept between us. A single ray of light pierced through, as if shining just on us. So good. It's seriously weird how eating outside makes it taste way better than at home. After that, we returned to the riverbank and started an early dinner. Ren was the only one who protested, saying it's impossible not to stay up late at a barbecue, but both Risa and I are the type to go to bed early. It's probably a cognitive bias where you rate things you helped make more highly.
Geez, you always have to say things like that.
You really ruined the mood. There's no dream or romance with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a call from my boss. I need to step away for a second.
I see. It's getting dark, so be careful. If you go too far, you might... By the way, Mizuki, did something happen between you and my sister? Could this be the barbecue magic? Oh, hey, Risa, we meet again. By the time the bump from my punch on Ren's head started going down, Risa had finished her call and, by some coincidence, bumped into Kodai and his group, who seemed to be wandering around.
I'm in a hurry. Could you move out of the way?
Ah, don't be like that. I've got some delicious Irish whiskey. Want to join us? The sun had completely set, as Risa frowned deeply at Kodai's cheerful attitude lit by a smartphone light. Right at that moment... Aww. A large bear appeared from between the trees. The sudden encounter made the air instantly tense.
No way! A bear? Why would there be one out here?
That's what I want to know. This is a village close to the mountains. Even if there haven't been any sightings, it wouldn't be strange for bears to live nearby. Kodai and his friends dropped all their belongings and bolted without looking back. But Risa was the only one who couldn't move from her spot.
Hey, wait, Kodai! Your coworker hasn't escaped yet!
I don't care. If you want to help her, you go do it. Amidst those voices, the bear's massive body closed the distance to Risa, one step at a time.
No, this can't be. Stay away.
Risa, calm down.
Kodo!
And I had managed to find her just in time. What I was about to tell her earlier was that there might be a chance of bears or wild animals appearing. Not much time had passed, but I had left Ren to watch our stuff and went searching for her alone just in case. Listen to me. Luckily, there's still more than 50 meters between you. Make as little noise as possible. Keep your eyes on it and slowly back away.
Okay.
You're doing fine. Yes, just like that. Holding her breath, Risa backed away step by step. Then, after glaring at us for a moment, the bear silently turned its back and left. It was just as cautious of humans as we were of it. In times like this, not provoking the bear is the most important thing. Panicking and running away is the worst move.
Thank you. You really saved me. You're so brave.
I only did what had to be done. I'm just glad you're safe. I'd like to sound cool saying that, but honestly, that scared the life out of me.
It might be a rare treat to see you break into a cold sweat.
What do you think I am? As we talked, completely drained of energy and laughing together, it happened. Gah! Kodai pushed my shoulder and shoved his way between me and Risa. It seemed he came back after confirming the bear had left. Risa, man, I'm so relieved to see you're not hurt. I was gonna rush in and save you right away, but I had my hands full protecting my friends and helping them escape. They really can't do anything without me. The only reason I made it here in time was because I heard them screaming. Yet the stupidity to casually stroll back and the sheer audacity to spout such nonsense, honestly, left me dumbfounded.
Aren't you ashamed of yourself as an adult? No. As a human being, your insides are just as utterly shallow as your outward appearance.
Shallow?
I heard you perfectly clear. You had zero intention of helping me, yet you come back and blabber all this nonsense.
No. Well, it was a life or death situation, so I was desperate too.
That's true. One wrong move and we wouldn't be in this world anymore. So I don't blame you for running away, and I don't resent you for not helping. What I'm talking about is the shallowness of trying to play it cool and cover up your cowardice after the fact, when you didn't even care to begin with. Telling lies just to put on a pathetic show? It's incredibly disgraceful. You were talking big about masculinity earlier, but who's the one truly lacking it now?
Shallow? Disgraceful? No. I really was going to help you, Risa.
What are you talking about? Forget helping, you were running away more desperately than anyone else.
Yeah, you took off like a rocket. You even shoved me out of the way, yelling I was blocking you.
His friends stared at him with cold eyes. Faced with those gazes and tones, even Kodai broke into a cold sweat.
I know it was a terrifying situation, but considering you cared less about anyone else than all of us, that lie is just pathetic. I hung out with you because I thought you were somewhat funny, but I'm done. You aren't funny. You're just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
We're sorry, guys. We were really rude to you earlier.
We were just messing around, but it probably didn't feel that way to you. We apologize.
I widened my eyes a little, surprised by their actions. Since they hung out with Kodai and didn't stop him earlier, I assumed they were the same kind of people. But it seems they have much more common sense than him.
It's fine. He was the one doing all the talking. But you guys should take this chance to rethink some things too.
Yes.
Wanting to get away from the scary place ASAP, they left Kodai behind and went to grab their things. As Kodai tried to run after them, Risa called out to him.
I overlooked your behavior before since you're a coworker, but I won't hold back anymore. I'll be taking appropriate measures against you. You'd better be prepared.
Having crossed the line of being harmless as long as ignored, Kodai finally realized the gravity of his situation. But the only thing he could do right now was leave this place as fast as possible. Unable to even spout his usual nonsense, he silently and pathetically chased after his former friends.
Your persistent unwanted advances toward Risa, and the way you verbally abused her friends. I'm fully aware of everything you've done.
The following week, Kodai was called in by his boss in the accommodation department. Well, wait a minute. I'm sure she's just misunderstanding things. You know how it is. Guys always tend to get the blame in these situations, but it's often just a misunderstanding.
How pathetic. We've already completed the hearings and verified the facts. I also heard you were bragging to the other staff, claiming that things were going great with Lisa and that you were practically dating.
That's...
To create a day that makes everyone happy, including those who haven't even visited us yet. That is our philosophy passed down since our founding. What you did disqualifies you as a human being and as the professional hotelier we demand. I'd fire you if I could, but unfortunately I can't. You are being transferred to another hotel.
What? Kodai's hands trembled as he received his transfer notice. He thought, isn't this moving way too fast?
Furthermore, we can't have you serving customers with an attitude like that, so you will undergo training again from scratch. You are forbidden from appearing before guests as a hotelier until you pass. Consequently, your salary will be reduced to match your position. If you don't like it, you'd better fix your twisted personality as soon as possible.
And just like that, Kodai's transfer and pay cut were swiftly finalized. The reason this decision was made so fast, when it normally would have taken much longer, is simple. Management was already aware of him and viewed him as a person of interest. Whether he didn't fix his behavior because he arrogantly thought it wouldn't become a big deal, or because he was just plain stupid, The truth is unknown, but there's no doubt that this is the result of him taking the world as a joke. I can't believe I'm training alongside fresh grads. As for Kodai after that, he was forced to undergo the nostalgic training, mixed in with the bright-eyed new graduates. The process was to move to OJT once passed, but the difference between him and the new grads was that he wasn't passing at all. Damn it, how many years do they think I've been a hotelier? They're underestimating me. Kodai, clearly standing out due to his age, quickly became a rumor among the new grads. Unable to endure the embarrassment, he finally ran out of patience and quit. Hey, wanna hang out this weekend?
This call cannot be connected.
Then, Kodai, who hadn't contacted his friends since that day, reached out to them, thinking enough time had passed. However, his messages were never read, and his calls never went through. He tried calling their phone numbers directly, but that ended in utter failure as well. No way. In reality, despite acting so cocky in front of me, Kodai didn't have any other friends. With a personality like that, it's only natural he was abandoned. Those friends were precious people who hung out with him knowing exactly how he was. I can't meet my quota at all. Why does this world even need money in the first place? Because the world is like this, everyone is suffering. He managed to get a job as a salesman afterward, but started blaming his failures on the system of the world. I understand how hard it is to make money, but it's a blessing to be able to peacefully obtain things with it. Until that fool who underestimates the world realizes that, he can just throw away his prized muscles and tan, and suffer for a while. Wanna ride a boat or something? Meanwhile, Risa and I have maintained our friendship for over a year now, without Ren.
You don't have any intention of riding one, do you?
You figured it out.
It's written on your face. I just asked for the sake of asking. That's fine. I don't hate just zoning out like this either.
There are 7 billion people on Earth. Naturally, everyone has different values. That's why interacting with people is a good stimulus. Sometimes they show you eye-opening perspectives you never had. If I ever get married, I think I'd want it to be with Risa.
Huh?
Don't mind it. It's not a big deal.
Oh, right. Wait, that's a huge deal.
My laughter echoed across the sandy beach. Ever since I met her, I feel like I've started laughing a lot more.
Aw, this was a very cute episode. Also, little side note, I actually like that she didn't judge him for abandoning her with the bear because, you know, fight or flight instincts. But I do appreciate that she was like, no, it's not about the bear, it's about how you handled it afterwards, pretending you were this hero, blah, blah, blah. I really liked that little bit. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!